Thank you. So I won't be talking about any of those photos, you'll be happy to know. But that was actually for a fundraiser. So after the London riots, I actually hosted a fundraiser, and there were loads of celebs and people there, and I was the MC. And there was a particular moment where they're bringing a comedian out, so I thought it'd be funny if I wore an elephant hat. And that was the response I got from the audience when I walked on stage with it. So fuck up number one. There we go. The other thing I want to tell you, how many of you have launched an international business out of interest? Anyone? A couple of you? Good. A physical business where you've had to go out there? Good. So I recently did that, and I'm going to need some participation. So at times I need to go ooh and ah, okay? So I went out, I launched in LA this year, which was fantastic. It went really well. Oh, good, thank you. Great, you already get, I'm supposed to indicate when, but fine, you can go there. So I launched in LA. Thank you. And I was doing a training out there to raise my profile. I had this group, and I was telling my life story, and I was really animated, and they were captivated and go, ah, go. Yeah, so I was telling my life story. I was like on the cliff when I was really suicidal. It was brilliant. And they were like, I had their mouths out, and they were going, everything I was saying, they were hanging by word, and they would go, ooh. Right? And so I thought, yes, I've got this audience. It's awesome. They're loving me. I'm lapping this up. Fantastic. And the whole thing I was talking about has how do you increase your business? How do you increase your revenue? How do you take your turnover to the next level when you want to go to 7 figures? I was doing one of those talks. So I was telling my life story. Then I was giving them all the kind of methodologies and strategies. And they were loving it. They're going, yeah, this is great. We love you, Elliot. It's amazing. Their face was just beaming it. They're like, we're so in love with you. Go like this. Ah. And I thought, I've got the LA crowd cracked. I've really got them. They're awesome. They're really loving me here. They're lapping me up. I'm so going to smash this. So going to smash this. So I'm going along my presentation, and I'm taking, they're like, yeah, sitting there, yeah. And, you know, the whole idea behind this presentation is it leads to this pinnacle moment. And that's the moment everybody gets it. Anyone done a talk like that? Anybody bombed really seriously when it's come to that moment? One person, no one else. Oh, 2 people, good, right? So I'm like, oh my God, this is going, in my mind, I'm like, they're going to come up and they're going to be hugging me and thanking me. That's what's going on in my mind, because I couldn't picture this going so well. So it's going really well. I'm thinking, yes. So then, now, how many of you do business with Americans? Just have interest? A few of you, great. So you will know that English is a beautiful language, but very easily different when there's a big pond between us. Would you agree? Yeah. So I'm going, look, this is how you increase your deal. You have to have a strong, solid strategy. You need the 5 key elements of strategy. You need to have your marketing strategy, your sales. And I was talking, they're going, yeah. And I said, and then I finished, the pinnacle moment was like this. It was like, and that's how you take your turnover to 7 figures.
I didn't know what turnover means.
Why you keep...
Oh, sorry. I'm wondering, I was wondering.
You just killed him, man. No, I'm kidding, right? So...
Did you do that as well?
No, I almost did. I almost did. So I literally, thanks for killing the gag, right? So they literally, I was like, and that's how you increase your turnover. And it was silent. They were like... And then one guy goes like, puts his hand up, and goes, excuse me. I was like, yeah. He goes, great presentation. I'll do my best to do an American accent. Great presentation, but why do you want to fire people to make money? And I was like, what? He goes, well, you said turnover. That means get rid of people. And I was like, does it? And they were like, yeah, huh?
You didn't do your research.
Well, I did, but just not key little things like that, which you don't really learn until you're there. Like, I did the research, and they went, yeah, here in America, that means, like, get rid of people. You say we should get rid of people to make money? I was like, no, that's not what I'm saying. In the UK, we call it turnover. Here it's sales revenue. Someone, like, gave me a nudge, went, sales revenue. So, oh, yes, that's how you increase your sales revenue to 7 figures. And then they went, ah, well done, thank you. And then they all started clapping, it was like that. So I was like, oh, thank God for that. But you know, like inside, you're kind of, you know the expression touching cloth? Does anyone aware about that expression? Yeah, that was one of the moments where I was kind of touching cloth. Does anyone not know what that means? I don't know. You don't know what touching, who does know what that means? Mainly guys, okay. You know just before you're about to shit yourself, you just touch a little bit of cloth? Yes, it was one of those moments I'm like, this could go horribly wrong. any second. So inside my heart's going, I'm sweating, and like, oh my God, I can't believe. And then luckily I turned it round, and there was no touching cloth, by the way, but almost. And they were like, oh my God, that's one. And then people then they were like, thank you so much. Some guy, this little guy was like, that's my story. Thank you so much for sharing. Gave me this big hug, big like macho guy. He's like, oh. And he probably squeezed me. I was like, you're a big guy. Do you know that? He's like, I know, man, but I love you. I love you. And that was really could have been, well, I guess that was a fuck up. And because literally just that one word could have killed the whole presentation. So that was a big learning. And from then on, I had to keep wanting to say turnover. And then I'd like, no, sales revenue, sales revenue. So I learned my lesson. Even though I had done my research, no one quite told me the difference between sales revenue and turnover. So there you go. There's my fuck up. So there you go.